we know from lots of conversations, mainly from users of their works to train AI models that then produce content that is similar to their works or that can compete with their works. So this is more like a very targeted concern that arises to this particular form of text and data mining. And so on the other end of our vocabulary, we have the ability, we define this term generative AI. Um, there's lots of questions how you can exactly define that, because it's something that everybody sort of think they know how it works, but actually it's quite complex. I don't think this is the place to go into the details of the precise definition. People can read the vocabulary. But so like we have this very small targeted way of opting out of generative AI training. And we suspect that most people probably want to do this and not necessarily opt out of generative of text and data mining. And then we have a third category in between, which is AI training. And the AI training category is a little bit broader. So this includes things that are not included in the generative AI category, like classifiers or facial recognition or sort of ranking algorithms, like things. There's a lot of uses of AI that do not necessarily produce sort of synthetic content as output, but that are used in many ways. And they are often also trained on copyrighted works because they need to recognize something or they need to learn certain sort of logical patterns or structures from them. And so from the conversations, it's emerged that there's also a contingent of people who think it's useful to sort of like basically say more broadly no to AI while still allowing other types of TDM. And so we define this, if you will, middle category, which is much more defined because it's really targeted on the AI sort of like approach, training AI models, but it's still wider than just generative AI training. And so you have, if you will, like sort of the Russian dolls with the wide TDM category, that in that is AI training and in that is generative AI training. And we offer these three use cases for people to target their opt-outs from. And the hope is that if people across different systems from different types of the cultural industries use these use cases to target their opt-outs, while probably very often using different techniques to do that. One could be robots.txt. The other one could be something that is embedded as metadata in an image file. And there is countless other forms of this.